Fighting off hunger. These are the families bearing the brunt of South Africa's mining strikes. Workers at the country's top 3 platinum producers down tools on the 23rd of January, making this the largest strike since the end of apartheid. At Marikana Mines informal settlement, Nomfanelo Jali is struggling to feed her family without her husband's income.
I'm 1 week.
I spent the whole week without food in the house. But yesterday I went to collect my grant money and was able to buy groceries for my children.
Miners in the Platinum Belt have been calling for a doubling of their wage to $1,200 a month since August 2012, when 34 striking miners were shot dead by police. But during the standoff with the mining companies, they earn nothing and do nothing. Many of the men spend the little they have on cheap beer to stave off the boredom. With money so tight, Marikana's shops and businesses have been forced to sack workers or close down. The supermarket sells a tenth of the meat it used to, now mostly chicken heads and feet, the cheapest cuts available. Some miners have turned to moneylenders, taking out high-interest loans to make ends meet.
And really, I have never been to a place like this before, but if things are like this, we have now to make means of a living now. So that's why we're resorting to other things.
The crippling strike has cost workers almost $500 million in lost wages, and platinum companies Anglo-American, Implats and Lonmin $1 billion in lost revenue. It's also hit South Africa's GDP, damaging the country's already weakening rand. Yet so far the government-mediated talks between mine bosses and unions have failed to make headway.
This isn't a game who's going to win. This isn't a war, one side wins, the other loses. Both are losing here. I think this strike has to end a week after the elections.
Miners' families say they support the strike despite the hardship they're suffering. But companies warn that the industrial action will inevitably lead to job losses, even if a settlement is reached.